Hey guys, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Tuesday! Yes, Tuesday. I know, feels like a Monday, but it is Tuesday. How is everybody? Trying to get my boards ready. I might need the second one. I need to change out the tape on this other one, but I don't have enough tape in here. I'm not going to go get any. It is Tuesday. How was your day yesterday? Hope you had a great Labor Day. Hope you did something or relaxed. I don't know. hope you got something in that was fun. Anyways, we're gonna do part of our September monthly kit. We're gonna do Frankenstein and his bride, and then he has this little contraption from his laboratory. And then I have a little happy haunting sign with a little ghost. So those are the two things we're going to do today for our monthly kit. I did start cutting those kits last night. I got the laser all put back together. And I'm all ready to ship out all the packages that have been paid for. So please, if you have an invoice, get that paid this morning so that Tara and I can get shipping labels on everything and get it out the door and get my living room cleaned up. There are just boxes everywhere. I moved everything from the shop out so that all the boxes that are packed are out of the shop finally, and there's a walkway because you could hardly walk through there. I packed everything up and I didn't want my husband to have to deal with it. So last night after he went to bed, I just moved all the boxes out. My living room looks like a factory. It's got that many boxes. I don't know how many people ordered, probably 120 people ordered, and the orders are large, all of them, except for a few. There's one or two people that, maybe more than that, maybe 3 or 4 people that only ordered one item. There's maybe a dozen people that ordered like just a few items. Sorry. Hello, wake up. Time to get up. But most of you guys ordered a lot. So, because the prices were so good. And some people didn't get anything because they were too late. But there'll be more sales. I promise. I promise. Okay, let me go ahead and share this to VIP. Let me get over to my comments. Say hello if you're out there watching. And let me make sure that okay, it's on snooze. That's the problem. That is the problem. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. We should not have any more alarms. We shouldn't. Alrighty here. Alrighty now. Let me do this. Let me share to VIP group. How's everybody doing? These are going to be so fun. I'm so excited about this one. Everything turned out so cute. And then we have more stuff coming. Let's see, what's today? Today's the 2nd, so now 3rd. Today is the 3rd. So we have more things coming at the end of the week, more new stuff. I'm excited because we just keep going. We'll have some Christmas stuff coming, which is a lot of fun to do more Christmas. Yeah. Why not? I just love Christmas stuff year round because you can never get enough. I'm having a problem finding my VIP group to share with. There it is. There it is. Okay. It was hiding from me. Okay. Now I think I'm ready to go. It feels like a Monday. It's Monday part 2. How is everybody? Let me look at the comments here. Good morning, guys. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Hi, Laura. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Hi, Bridget. Hello, Karen Ross. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Deborah. Good morning, Janine. Hi, Sandy Krishka. Hello, Lynn. Good morning. Hi, Susan, my friend. How are you? Okay, guys, let's get started with this fun project. I'm going to put you down to the project. I'll put myself in the corner. Let me see if it might be my camera. My camera might be a little crooked. And let's turn these guys around. So we have Frankenstein and his bride and this little contraption that is part of his laboratory. Right? Anyway, so here's our project that we're going to do. There's a lot of small pieces, but it's not going to take that long. This is the base that this goes in. So Frankie, his lab contraption, and then his bride right here. So we only have to paint one of those. And then this is the little easel that this sign's going to go in. We'll just move that over here, out of the way. Let me put myself in the corner. It's a Hot Mess Tuesday. It is a Hot Mess Tuesday for sure, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello. It's not wanting to go. Hello. Hello. Hola. Maybe I speak Spanish to it. It's funny. I'll speak Spanish to my dogs. I don't speak very much Spanish. I'll just say good morning, good afternoon. How are you? And they look at me, but guess what? Darcy responds to that. So it's a funny thing because dogs remember. I feel like she must have been owned by a Hispanic family because she definitely knows Spanish. She responds to Spanish. Is that funny? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get our board. Let's get all our stuff on there. What's on your agenda today? I have lots of work. A lot of work. Ooh, there's lots of fuzzies on there. Like, yeah, there is. I have lots of work to catch up on. I know, isn't it so fun? So this is part of my kit. So you can only get this in the monthly kit. I'm not selling it separately. This I might have to put on a separate one. Let's put all of Frankie out there first. We might put that sign on a separate one. Okay, because there's lots of pieces. Okay, so the hair, the outside part is black, and then we have a white layer, and then we have a black layer. So we'll put that black there. Her face is going to be the green color. And then this is her chest area. It is green. White. Okay. And then her arms are green. Okay, so the only thing on here I have to paint is the green, and then down here, her feet. So there's that. Yeah, I am going to need a separate board for that other little sign. In fact, we could paint that first. Okay, this is going to be, basically it's 2 colors. It's going to, or 3 colors, because it's going to have some yellow. So it's going to have slate gray, and it's going to have, oh, did I not get zinc out? I'm going to have to look and see if I have zinc in here. Oh my goodness, maybe I'll create zinc. From the laboratory, we will create zinc. Let me look at my thing over here. Do I have zinc? Zinc is like a dark gray. I may not. We're going to create it. We're just going to make some with black and some gray. Do I have one? Oh gosh. I'm looking. Sorry guys. All right, I'm just going to take one of my slate grays, and I'm going to add black to it right now and shake it. And then I'll put an X on the top. Whenever I mix a color, I put an X at the top on the lid. Sorry, there's a bubble there. So that I know it's a mixed color. Okay, so that I don't pick it up and try to use it for the color that it is on the thing. So I'll just add some black to it. We'll shake that, and that will be our zinc color. Hi Pam, how are you? Taking Maddie for her first day of school. Oh, fun. Oh, nice. Well, I hope she has a great day, Susan. Okay, I'm going to shake. Okay, and I'll show you the color. So it's like a dark gray. So I just added black to it. And I'll put an X at the top, and I'll write zinc. So sometimes you have to mix your own colors. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I think that'll work. Okay, let me find a marker. Sometimes you got to punt. Right? Sometimes we got to punt. Hey, Sarah. Hey, how are you? Good morning. Okay, I'm just going to write zinc. Because that's what that is now. It's no longer slate gray. So see what I do. All right, so we have that. Okay. And then we're going to do Frankie. There's his hair. His eyeballs. So the outside is white. The inside is black. We'll put this up here. He's got a tooth that is white. His tooth actually comes out of there. So here's his face. His face is green. His tooth is white. Okay, his outfit, his laboratory coat, the outside part is zinc. Okay, so we have zinc. That's that. Zinc. Okay, slate gray. Inside part is going to be black, and I'm going to do his hands, the green color, and his shoes are going to be burnt umber. Okay, let's bring out this for the small sign. Let's do the small sign first. We'll just go ahead and do it. Okay, so we have our back piece. We're going to leave that there. We have these 2 pieces, and then we have the ghost. So there's a lot. All right, so that and that. So we have black. We have white, green. Okay, the letters are going to be white. Okay, Happy Haunting is in white. Our little ghosty is in white. And we have, it has a little trick or treat basket that is orange. Okay, let's just swap that around. Okay, so like a pumpkin. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started. Let me get a paper towel for all my paintbrushes. So this is part of the monthly kit, and I'll drop you the link right now. I did post pictures of it so that you can grab it, and a couple more people did. I can see there's a few more orders. Let me just get you it. It's always in the monthly kit section on the website. So it is September. Where is it? Where are you? Hello. September craft kit. Okay. Copy. And then I'm gonna drop that in the comments here. So if you haven't ordered it yet and you want to order it now, you can. But guys, you have a long time. If you can't get it right this moment, that's okay. Get it later. Okay? No rush. Hi Shelly, how are you? Okay, we're gonna paint this. So there'll be 4 different videos because I think I have to look at it. Are there still 4 more things? We might just have to do a long video tomorrow. We might just have to do a long video because I have the basket insert and the truck, and then I have the little word stander. Yeah, we might just have to do a longer one. Okay, so black, white, and orange. Those are the colors on here. And then we'll set it to the side. We'll come back to it and we'll do all of our inking and everything after we get everything painted. Okay, so that's the black. Oh, we have green on here too. So white, we don't need very much. Let me get a pellet dish so I can really carefully do that. What you guys doing today? What is on your agenda for Tuesday? I have to do month-end stuff for the company I do bookkeeping for. It's that time to wrap up last month. So I got all the billing done. Now I got to get it entered. So when I do billing, there's a couple of different types of billing. There's QuickBooks that's just a straight invoice. And those of you that have QuickBooks, you know. But also with construction, some jobs require a contract. And if it requires a contract, then it requires an AIA pay application for the billing. And so that's submitted. It is notarized and all of that stuff. And then I have to enter that into QuickBooks. But, oh, you know what? There's a lot more that's white. Let's do all our white stuff. Let's do all our white stuff. So if you guys know how that is, with the AIA, I always wait because the architect can kick it back and say, oh, there's not this much done on the job, so I need you to adjust it. So I wait. I wait until a couple of days into the month so that I'm not double doing my work twice before I enter it into QuickBooks. So I have a lot to do. Reconcile bank statements, get all the taxes done for last month. Yeah, it starts over. It's that time. It's that time. And then I have a craft show set up on Thursday. So craft show coming up. Again, this one is at the La Mesa Community Center. This one is Belinda's show, if you guys are familiar with that show. It is over in La Mesa. It is the one that is by the baseball field, if you know which one that is. Okay, so lots of white. We'll need to do more than one coat, so I'll dry it. And then we need green on here and orange on our little bucket. Our little bucket is orange. It's a little pumpkin trick-or-treat thingy-badiggy. Oh my goodness. Guys, I was so tired yesterday. I had to rest yesterday for a while, and then I kept just being tired most of the night because I did so much the last few days. Oh my goodness. Do you ever just have a time when you're like, my body is just tired, guys? So anyways, okay, so this is Hauser Light Green. And we're going to use that same color for Frankie and his bride. It's a great green. I like it. I like it better than Sour Apple. I've used Sour Apple before for Frankenstein, And it is just too green. This is a perfect green. The Hauser light green is perfect. So this kind of ties it together, ties this little sign together with Frankie. Okay, let's dry this. Let's get our second coats on everything, and then we can just put this to the side and come back to it. How's that sound? So second coat's on everything except for the black. Black does not need a second coat. So I'm hoping to hear today about the sleep study to see what I need to do. I'll probably have to wait until after my 2 craft shows so that I have some time where I'm not stressed. I want to have an accurate test and all of that, you know. So I have 2 craft shows back-to-back weekends. Both setups are on Thursdays. Both are actually ran by Blenda. Her one that normally is at Del Mar, they can't do it at the Del Mar Fairgrounds anymore. So it's in Escondido. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good one. I do. I think it is. Okay, so let's do our second coat on the green. So I'll have information on that. Alrighty. Okay. I'm hoping that my order ships for my Chocator transfers that are for the new holiday sweep, the little surprise one. I'm actually surprised it hadn't shipped yet, but you know, that way. I can't always be one of the first ones. Not always. I can't always be one of the first ones to get it. It just doesn't happen. And then, okay, so I did find out about the club transfer. So on the 6th of the month, designers will be able to add the next month's transfer into an order. So on the 6th of the month, that transfer will appear. When you go to place an order, it will say, do you want to add your club? That's if you're signed up for the club, because not every designer is signed up for club. So if you're already signed up for club, like if you signed up last month, then, and you're a designer, when you go to place an order on the 6th or any day following that this month, you can add your next month's club to that order so you get it early. Does that make sense? So yeah, I went and I read, because yesterday I wasn't sure, and I'm like, when is that supposed to be? So I went and I read the rules, Sarah. Hi Sarah, how are you? I went to our back office to read the rules, and it states that on the 6th of every month, designers may add the club transfer to their order. Okay, let's do this. Sorry. Itchy head there for a second. Okay, this is going to be zinc. Let's just start at the top. This is zinc, and then what else is zinc? This base of this is zinc. I actually am going to flip this because I don't have to do the bottom part. And then what else? His jacket. So let's do all of the zinc. Are you still at your grandchildren's house? Are you still visiting with your grandchildren, Sarah? Are you back home? Okay, I'm going to shake better. Make sure this is really shook up. Because I created this color because I didn't have zinc in here. Perfect. It's going to be perfect. Perfect, I say. All right, so let me just kind of mix it right here. Hey, Darlene Barr, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Feels like a Monday. It does. It feels like a Monday. Okay, that's good. Hey, that's really close to zinc. I bet if I went and compared it with my other one, it's going to be exact. I might have to get some more out. Okay, so this is all zinc on the bottom. The top part's going to have this on there, so I'm not going to worry about painting the top part. His jacket's going to be zinc for part of it. It's going to be this part. The inside, the lapel part, is going to be slate gray. So he actually paints up pretty quickly. There's a lot of pieces, but he actually paints up pretty quickly. The green knit second coats, the white knit second coats, but that's pretty pretty much it. Everything, oops, that doesn't get that color. Stop. Stop, Darlene. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hola. That's all. Oh my heavens. Okay. All right. You left Sunday morning at 4:30, got home by noon. Nice week, but glad to be home. Yes, no, I totally understand. I completely understand how that would be. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is nice to visit with the grandkids and all of that. So, but there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Okay, slate gray. Just gonna plop some out there and use it for all the slate gray that it needs to be. Of course, I got probably too much. Okay, so I'm gonna paint over these. I'll probably have to put a second coat, maybe. It's a hot mess Tuesday with Darlene. These are all slate gray. It's a hot mess Tuesday. I love this one. I think you just can't have enough. Enough. Oh gosh, did it turn? I think it turned. You can't have enough Halloween. It's hard to find good Halloween stuff. It really is. So this is going to be perfect. It's going to get snapped up. I'll have 2 of these at my craft show that are painted. And, well, 2 of everything on this kit. So I'm going to kind of, probably for the next couple of days, I'll be just doing the kit so I can have everything at the craft show. And be done again. Because I'm going to start shipping these today. So there's quite a few orders in there. They will start shipping out today. I did start cutting them yesterday, and I will tell you this, there is nothing like having a laser that is like brand new. Okay, so we replaced the laser tube, which means that it's like it was the first day I bought it. And if you have a laser that you have to replace the laser tube, you know exactly what I mean. After a while, when you're using your laser, the CO2 will run out. And so you do have to replace the laser tube at some point, or just get a new laser depending on the type of the laser. So for me, my laser tubes go out about every 6 months. This one lasted a little bit longer, but I tell you what, so here's the thing, that this kit, I told you it was taking 45 minutes to cut. So now with the new laser tube, I can go faster with it. It's taking 25 minutes to cut. So almost cutting twice as fast. So that's a really good thing. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Okay, let's do all the green. Let's see. You're getting ready for your trip to the UK. Oh my gosh, how fun is that, Darlene? I'm excited for you. But what are you going to do over there? Are you going with a group of people? Are you going with family? That just sounds like so much fun. I'm excited for you. How fun. Are you going to see castles? There's castles, right? You guys, I am really terrible. I think of the UK as castles with drawbridges. And I think of the cobblestone streets. I don't know. I need to go over there. That's where my ancestors are from. My heritage is English, Scottish, Danish, Norwegian. I need to go. Oh, guess what? I need to do his little bolts that are in his neck are going to be with slate gray. You could do them with zinc or slate gray, either one. His ears need to be green. His hands need to be green. So the green's going to take 2 coats. It just does. Let's get his face done. He's got a little scar on his face. We'll do that. We'll do the scar and his mouth line with a marker. Okay, got to do his ears. Can't forget those big old Frankie ears. And his hands, got your hands. And then there'll be a black on his shirt down the center. We'll do that in black, and his shoes are brown. So we pretty much have our colors out there. Let's do our black. Black is going to be his hair, and this stripe down here, and his eyes, and then her hair her hair is also black in the center part. So a little bit of black center and the very outside. So you're going with a group of girlfriends. Lots of castles. We're in a larger group. How fun is that? Oh my gosh. I'm excited for you. Lots of pictures, okay? Lots and lots of pictures, please. I could travel through you guys. I am excited for you. You're going to have the bestest time ever. Oh my goodness. So my worst part of traveling is my food allergies. And always hoping that my suitcase makes it so that I don't have to worry about it. Oh my goodness. Because, you know, it's not fun to be in a foreign country and not be able to eat the food, not know what's in it. At the resorts, it's different because the chef will come out. But in just a foreign country, I probably would have to take all my own food or eat fresh, you know, fruit, that type of stuff. Okay, this is black also, so I'm just going to paint down the center. I don't have to worry about being careful right there because the jacket's there and the head is there. Okay, now I just need to do his shoes and her shoes. So I'm going to do them with burnt umber. Going to get that, and then we'll do second coats on anything that needs a second coat. But we'll dry everything so we can see. Probably white and green is the only thing that needs a second coat. I'm going to do burnt umber for the shoes. So my friend's little dog, I was asking for prayers for her little doggie that had been attacked by the coyote in her own backyard. I asked you for prayers. She showed a picture of her dog eating last night, so it's up and eating, and it is on the antibiotics. It has one puncture wound on the back, and probably some wounds like swelling in the head area. Okay, I'm plugging in my hot glue gun because I'm going to need that for when I glue that together. Okay. All right. There's that. Okay, let's dry so we can do our second coats. Let me just move that for a moment. Ooh, memento. Out of the way. My trash can is overflowing here, guys. It is time to bring in the bags. There's trash that it won't fit in the trash can anymore. I've just been so busy and just keep going. Okay, I do need to do the yellow on that. My phone keeps making a noise. It's those darn Shopify people that I tell you that all my messages get stuck in between on them. All right, yeah. So the eyes I'm going to do with a marker also. It looks like I need to do a second coat on the burnt umber. It didn't cover all the way. Okay, so a couple of things. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to you. It's going to be a good week. I'm excited for my craft show. It's a good one. I have lots of good stuff still from my last one, and I've made a few more things, which is great. Not as much as I wanted to because I had the sale. You guys, that sale took me an entire week to process everything, but there's like 120 of you guys that ordered, and they're large orders. The average box is an 18-inch by 18-inch by 6-inch, and some of you guys had 2 or 3 boxes. So, so that kept me pretty busy. Anyways, you know, I'm going to do this lapel that I accidentally did the wrong color to begin with. I'm going to redo that. And then let's do the feet. We'll do our white feet. Sorry, the shoes. Zapatos. We'll do our white. And that will probably be good. Okay, so we do have our other sign that we already painted, our little sign that says Happy Haunting. That's just over to the side. When we take everything off the boards, we'll bring that over too so we can ink everything together. Do the hair. This hair all fits together. It's like a beehive type hairdo. Remember the beehive? Yeah, I never had that. I never did. Okay, let's dry, and I think we're good to go with all of our painting. We just need to do the eyes on her. That's the only detail. Everything else is just going to fit together. It'll be inked. Oh, we have to do the yellow on that. So let me, yeah, we're going to do the yellow. Let me see if I have a tiny brush. Otherwise, I'll use a stylus. I used a stylus last time when I did it for my sample, and it worked just fine. But a tiny thing would be better. I know, Laura, it's pretty crazy. My orders just, my whole living room looks like a little warehouse. Yeah. So they're going to need 2 trucks. It's going to fill 2 post office trucks. So I'm going to call and let them know that you're going to have to send backup. Just have them come at the end of their route. But it's going to be more than what will fit into 1 truck. It's going to be 2 full trucks fulls, which is great. I mean, it's just because they're big boxes. You guys did a lot of damage. Okay, I found a little brush. I'm just gonna do all my little lines. You know what? There is an outline here to follow. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of follow that. If it's not exact, it looks like lightning bolt. Lightning's going through this. That's what it's supposed to look like electricity going through this. Because it's in his laboratory. He's doing experiments probably on people. He probably has somebody tied down to a bed and doing an experiment, swapping brains or something like that. I used to love those old time movies, old time series where they would be in the laboratory and they'd swap brains of people. One is a zombie or something, and they swap the brains. Oh my gosh, so funny. Such funny old movies, right? People probably thought they could actually do that. Yeah, that someday we'll be able to have that technology. There are some people I'd love to have their brain replaced. So that maybe they made more sense in the world. That's not nice. Do you need to paint the face back part? No. Nope, I don't. So this is the face and this is the face. So I don't have to paint the face background at all. It's already there. So that's another reason why I put it together is like, did I miss something? Is there a part that I need to do? And that's why I always put it together before I start inking it, just in case. So I'm just doing this little line. I have a little tiny brush. The brush actually didn't get washed out. It's kind of stiff. So it's actually perfect. Perfect. All right. So hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. So like I said, I will be doing the shipping labels. Everybody that has paid to date, I will be doing those shipping labels. I had about 14 people that hadn't paid yet. So I can't ship it without you paying it. Everything is boxed up, though, so please pay. If you don't, then I'm going to sick my husband on you. I always have 2 or 3 people that don't pay, but everybody needs to pay this time. I told my husband that. I said, I always have a couple of people that just ignore me. They ghost me. Yeah, they end up being removed from the page and never can purchase again. Every single sale, it happens to me, and it's a waste of my time when they do that. You know, don't claim things if you're not going to pay. So this time that can't happen because everything is boxed up, and all I have to do is slap the shipping label on it, and it's out the door. It's ready to go. So don't do that to me. I'll come haunt you. It is Halloween, right? So I'll come haunt you. I'll find you. I have your address. Anyways, okay, there is that. Let's try that. I know I'm being silly, but I'm being serious. Thank you. I know. Well, as long as everybody paid, today, that would be amazing for my husband to come home and those boxes are not there. So, because my living room is completely full of boxes, and some of them, like I have a table, the boxes are as tall as me on the table. Yeah. everything's just ready. I just have to tape the box closed. Actually, some of them, the boxes already taped closed. I wrote your names on the outside of the box and how much it weighed, so that it's really easy peasy for me. Okay, perfect. Let's take everything off, and we'll get everything glued together after we ink it. We'll ink it first. Everything looks good. And this is where we will know, do we need to do anything else? Do we need to ink anything else? Because you know what? It's happened before where I missed something. Yeah, I know a lot of people were busy with holiday stuff this weekend, 3-day weekend. So I totally understand that they didn't get to things. And PayPal automatically sends out reminders. So after a couple of days, if your order's not paid, PayPal will send you a reminder. It's not me. It's coming straight from them. It's just in there. It's just like one of the defaults for it to do that. Okay, there's that little thing. And then we'll get Frankie off here, and then we'll get the other sign that we painted. So thank you, everybody that has paid so far, and those that haven't, please do. Unless you have made arrangement. There's a couple of people that they get paid once a month and they made arrangements to pay later. That's okay. I do that. I have those people noted. I know who they are. There's the little tooth. And those orders aren't even in the living room. Those orders are somewhere else, out of the way, so they don't get mixed up. Oops, that's not that one. How about this one, darling? How about that one? Oh, come on. I usually don't ink the eye part. I just leave it all white. Okay, there's the eye. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. But see how it all just comes together? So I've painted all the pieces, and there's all the different layers. Sometimes when I'm putting it together, I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to paint that. Sometimes that happens. Okay, he's looking so cute. Okay, let me get this board out of the way, and I'll bring in the other board. Yeah, it happens though. You know, Laura, it just happens. And the problem with that is that then there's other people that missed out on stuff that they could have got, but I don't go back and say, hey, this is still available. I'll just save it for the next sale. If there's some people that didn't pay. All right, just getting all these pieces off. Let me just put these here. This tape was recently replaced, so I have to be careful that I'm not breaking the letters in half because it's quite sticky. Eyeballs on that one. Okay, all right. I think that maybe I included the eyeballs on yours. I think I changed it, but look, it shows through. So on mine, I'm just going to leave it like that because it shows through. And we got our little hands, and we have our happy haunting up here. Happy haunting. This would be cute larger too, like a great big sign. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, now I need to ink. Okay, so now that I have everything done, I need to take it apart and start inking. Okay. All right, so I did re-ink. I have my older white one. I did re-ink it yesterday. Let's see how it looks. If the ink is, yep. Okay, so this was my older white one, and I did get the refill for the white. I let it sit overnight because sometimes the white is just thicker. All right, so anything that is like the dark color, I'm going to shade it with the white. So let's take apart. Oh, let's glue that together. Let's glue that base together so that it can be sitting. Got my glue out. I recently had to buy more glue because I'm going through so much. Oh gosh, come on. Hello. Sometimes I have to use the stylus and stick in there to open it up. If I had it sitting there open too long without putting the lid on, then that's the problem. Okay, put my glue on there, and then we'll put the base. This is the base for Frankie and his wife and his contraption. I'm going to set that to the side so it can be setting up. Oh, guess what? That white smeared. So I knew that it would. I knew that there was a problem with that. So let me just fix that. Yep, I touched it too soon. I should have let it. Maybe I need to hit it with the heat gun. All the black stuff after I do it. Okay, I want to make sure that it's lined up though. Okay. Stamp out. Yeah, I think I'll just hit that with the heat gun. And that way it'll be all the way dry. So all the black stuff. Let's do all the black. And I need to close this. Close your glue, Darlene. Just said that. Hey, Karen Ramako, how are you? Happy Tuesday. How's your day going? Hope everything is going well with you, my friend. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to hit those with the heat gun just to kind of dry it. Hoping that the ink that I put on there is the type that will dry. I had a refill of white. I didn't realize I had it, and I'm like, oh, let's try this out. Okay, let's just hit this black that I have done so far with the heat gun. And there I go again. I have another fingerprint on there. I have to be careful with that. This white ink is kind of temperamental when okay, let's get the heat gun and let's just hit it with that, and hopefully no pieces go flying. And just dry it. Okay, did that work? Kind of. You know what? I don't know that this ink is the correct ink. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a paper towel and just tap over it. I think I might have put the wrong kind of ink on there. And so I'm just going to tap over it to get some of that excess ink off. And then on Frankie, I'll just use my other ink. Yeah, I might have ruined this one. Maybe I just need to leave it open for a while so it can dry out a little bit. Okay, let's keep going. We're just gonna use this on everything. All right, it will be fine. It's okay. Don't stress. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. Right? It is all small stuff. Okay, there are some details on this part of the dress. I'll use a Q-tip to do the little lines. There's like lines that make it look like there's folds in the dress. And then also on the ghost, there's some little lines too. And I need to do her eyes. I'll get out a marker and I'll do inside the eyes and the mouth because I don't want it to just be that color. Okay, I only have to do the bottom part of the mouth because the hair is at the top, not mouth, bottom part of the face. All right. Let's do her eyes and her mouth with a marker. You know, I'm going to use the small end. I accidentally had an oopsie when I was doing my sample, and my hand had like that. I had a little spasm, came right out of the eye. So then I had to use my green and paint over that. I'll have to do that again. I don't know what's going on. Be really careful when you do this. So I'm going to grab some of my green paint, and I'm going to fix my little oopsie. A little oopsie right there. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. Your goodie box just arrived. Did it? Oh, wow. It's big, right? So some of the boxes went out already. And yeah, they're large. Hi, Karen Ross. How are you? Day is starting off slow. Feeling fine, but still a stupid cough. I'm sorry. That is not good. Yeah, my husband, his cough is finally going away, but he has the cough medicine. So that's, yeah. And he's not supposed to drive with it. So I don't know what kind. I'm going to have to go look at the bottle. I'm like, what did they give you? Because I don't know. and he rattled it off, but I need to look it up because he's probably telling me the generic for it is what he's probably doing. Okay, inking all these edges. Oopsie. I probably have to do his hair white. I'm looking at hers, and I probably have to do it the same. Otherwise, it's going to look funny if I don't have it the same, and I'll just have to dry it. Okay, a little bit of ink here, a little bit of ink there. This is all going to come together really nicely. But we're going to do all the inking, and then we'll start gluing. But let me do, I'm dabbing with a little Q-tip. I'm going to do the little lines. Can you see it? Or is it too low? Okay, there we go. So there's like folds in her outfit. So I'm just doing those with the little Q-tip that I dabbed onto the ink pad. Okay, so see how now it looks like there's like little folds. We'll do that with the ghost also. Okay, let's dissect Frankie. Let's take you apart, Mr. Frankenstein. All right. Get all the stuff that we can. And his bolts on his neck. Okay. And then we have, we probably should do the same as we did with her and with the little machine thing. So we should use the white, and we'll just dry it, and I'll have to be careful not to touch the edges, right? We don't want to have fingerprints on everything. Okay, I don't do the eyeballs. Those just get squished off. Don't do the tooth. So only the bottom part of this. Okay, let me get that white ink pad. I had a cough for 2 weeks. I feel like broken ribs. Yeah, that is not fun at all. That's how he felt like something was standing on his chest. And I said, well, maybe you have pneumonia. They did a chest x-ray and to rule that out. It was not pneumonia. So that's a good thing. But they said it was bronchitis, viral bronchitis, which takes a long time to go away. It can take weeks and weeks. Those stupid viruses. You know? I'm glad I didn't get that. So I was really fortunate when he got COVID. I think that I might have had it just because I lost my sense of taste and of sweet stuff, which has happened to me before with COVID. So yeah, I had no symptoms, which it did happen the last time. I only had a runny nose. I didn't have the whole COVID. My body fights it really good. I am very fortunate that I fight it off. I fight it like I don't know, like something. I don't know, like a fighter. I fight it like a fighter. All right, let's glue all this together, and then we'll do this other sign. But I just kind of want to get all this glued together. I'm just drying this because I think it's better, and then I'm going to bring in that paper towel again to use that. I just kind of tapped it to get all of the excess off, and now we're going to start gluing. We'll get all that glued together. Alrighty then. Where's my glue? Let's glue Frankenstein together. We'll start with his head and work down. That's usually the best way to do. Get his head glued, and then we'll put some glue in there for his tooth. We do need to do his little scar. We'll probably do that right now before we put the eyeballs on. It'll be easier to do that. Let's do it. The scar and also his mouth. So it's just a little line with the marker. I did use the thicker end of the marker. And here's his mouth. And then his tooth is going in there. I think that tooth is so cute. He's so funny. He's such a cute little monster. I need to get some more of the little sitters made for, not this week. I have enough for this week, but for the next craft show. I have some of my ghost sitters that my daughter painted that I need to get those assembled. But I need to get some Frankies cut out for the following week because I'm sure I'll be out of them. I'm sure they're going to go. So... But I think that I had quite a few left over from last time, if I remember right. You had a chronic cough to begin with, and now trying to not end up with bronchitis. Yes, yes, I know. Okay, so I'm just going to put the glue directly on here. It's going to be easier for me. And then I'm going to put the pieces on. So I just don't need to put it on the hands and on that center black part. Okay, so we have all of our pieces. So we have the center lapel part, and then each of the sides. There is a little pocket if you want to get a Q-tip and you want to do the pocket part. I might just skip that. Look at, he's so cute. Okay, so there's Frankie. And just make sure he's all lined up. Okay, he's ready. And I need another Q-tip because I have an oopsie on there where I touched it. You can spray it with water. I just stick it in my mouth, get it wet, but don't stick it in your mouth a second time. Okay, because there was like a little bit of a oopsie there. Okay, let's just set that to the side to dry. Let's get this put together. It actually goes together pretty quickly. It's 7:34. We still have lots of time. I'm going to put some glue on here. Actually, I should have used a sponge for those. I'm just going to use a Q-tip now because I got way too much. I'll just use a Q-tip for that. Okay, and then I'll grab my pieces and start putting them. One piece goes across, and then I have all these little pieces that go on here one by one. So last night, as I walk through the living room, I'll do a count and like, okay, where's all the dogs? Make sure they're inside. Don't want them outside by themselves. And I was like, where's Riley? I'm looking all around. I'm like, did she get left on the other side of the house? We closed. I am going to have to get a sponge for this. Look at that. Look at that. Hello. It's all going all over the place. Okay. Let me get some of that glue off. I was looking for her going, where'd she go? Where is she? And then it kind of pops into my head. I wonder if John took her to bed with him and he just didn't tell me. He doesn't take her in there. He takes in Stubby and he takes Marley. So not that they're his favorites, but they are probably his favorites. All the other dogs, they sleep with me. But for some reason last night, he must have felt bad for Rai, and she ended up in his room with him. And I finally found her. I was like, okay, I need to go in there and possibly wake him up. He didn't even move. I walk into his room, and he's sound asleep, and there's Riley on the bed. I'm like, oh, hello, there you are. I was worried because I couldn't find her. I was like, did I lock her? I even went outside to the shed thinking maybe she followed me to the shed. I have locked a dog in the shed before and couldn't find them for probably 20 minutes. Okay, this is going to go on here, and I think we're going to do it with like that. Isn't that cute? That is so stinking cute, guys. All right. So there's something I have to tell you about the base. Oops, this junk. These don't have a really big tab at the bottom. So you're going to use your hot glue gun to help hold that in place. I'll see if I can lengthen it. I do have 3 cut already that are going to go out the way they are. So I'm going to show you the little trick with the hot glue gun because there's going to be a couple people that have the bottom piece, the tab is not as long as I would like it. And I did go in and fix it, but there's a couple that were already cut by the time that I realized that it was like that. So I'll show you how to fix that. Show you what to do. We'll have to use the glue gun to hold it in place and just hold it for a minute while it sets up. All right. It's not the worst thing in the world. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. I need to give her cheekies too, so I'm going to find a pink, and I'm going to find something to use for cheeks. I actually may not have anything in here. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. There's one. There's one. It was hiding. Okay. I need a little bit more glue over here. This is really fragile. I want to be really careful with this. If you break it, just glue it back together. Not the end of the world. I broke things before where the letters were broken in half. Guess what? I just glued it. Okay, that probably needs to be down, and then this fits around this. Okay, so it fits around there, and then these sides just go on. Okay, so they just go on. They are not over the top part. Does that make sense? They just go up to the top. They don't go over the top. It's not over the top. Okay, just like that. Okay, let me find a pinkish color for her cheekies. We're gonna let these guys set up before I put it in the base. But let me find a pink over here somewhere. That's a rosy color. Where's the rose color? Underneath all my stuff, probably. Okay, here's one. So I think what I used blush pink is what I used. Blush pink. So let me get, you know what? I'm just gonna open it up. Let's shake this and let's just open this up and let's dab inside here. And maybe a little bit right there. Dab, dab, dab. And then I'm gonna grab a paper towel and we're going to dab that on the paper towel. I'm going to just kind of twist it. I don't want her cheeks really big. So I'm just going to go like this and this to give her little cheekies. Cheeky, cheeky, cheekies. That looks good to me. Okay. All right. So let's do the sign. We'll let that stuff dry and then we'll be putting it into here. So I will be, okay, so I'm going to not suggest that the white inker part on this. I might just try to get some of that ink off of there. It didn't work the way that I thought it would be when I re-inked this with, I found this ink. Maybe it's not the right ink. Distress ink. Picket Fence. Okay. So maybe it's not the correct ink. It might not be the right ink. Anyways, it didn't dry really quick. So maybe just putting some onto here the next time I use it, it won't be as bad. So I'm trying to get off what I put on there. Okay, because this was an old white one. I was trying to just kind of salvage it. Okay, here we go. Let's take this apart. I'm not going to ink the white part right here. I'm not going to ink these letters. We're going to ink the ghost, his bucket, and this part on the outside. So there's not a lot of inking on this one. Oops, sorry about that. Just on the outside of the sign. And then the ghost. We'll do the little details on the ghost. All right, and his hands. His hands have ink on them. Trying to not to get fingerprints. Guys, I did re-ink this ink pad. My hands are trashed. I need to use a Clorox wipe. Okay, let me get a Q-tip for this to do the little lines on that. I love the monsters too. Thanks, Holly. Here's the little lines. It's just like little folds in his sheet. All right, almost there. We're almost there, guys. Almost. Yeah, so this kit, you probably could paint everything in 2 hours, probably. You know, it just takes me longer because I talk. But I'm going to say probably you could paint the entire thing in 2 hours if you wanted to, or you can just take a few things each night and just watch the videos and paint along. Because some people like to do that. Yep, they do. Okay, so blush pink for that. Okay, so let's glue this all together. Alrighty then, we are going to put glue on this. We'll use the sponge on the other white part because it'll be easier. Around and around and around we go. Okay, that goes there. Make sure it's lined up. Okay, I need a little more glue over here for this. The ghost sign. I love the little ghost sign. I think it's adorable. I think I should make it larger, so just by itself. I think that would be fun to have at the craft shows. Just a larger version that whatever size will fit onto a full sheet of my wood. Make it big enough to just take up a full sheet. Because it's easy for me to size things like that. That way I just pull out a sheet of wood and I cut all the pieces and I'm not missing anything. Okay. All right. So I got the glue on there with the sponge. I'm going to put that in place. And I'm going to get all my pieces that I can easily do with the glue in place. There's scoring, so you know exactly where to put it, which I love. I love when there's scoring because it helps me out. Guess what? That's what I didn't paint. I need a small brush and I need to paint behind there with black. Okay, so sometimes that's what happens, is that all of a sudden you go, oh, wait a second. If I put that little pumpkin down, the behind it needs to be black. Okay, so right here on this ghost, there is scoring that shows me where the pumpkin face goes, but it also shows me what I need to paint black so that it has black eyes and a mouth. So just grab a brush. I did this last time too. What kind of glue am I using? Sandy, I like this glue right here. It's called Art Glitter Designer Adhesive. And I can give you the link. I can give you the Amazon link. I really do like that type. It is what works good for me because I can move things still. And it gives me time. But yet it will dry within about 2 minutes. So let me find my link. I just ordered some. So I know it's right here. This comes with a refill and a small little bottle. But you can just take the lid and put it onto the big bottle and use it like that. Okay, I'm going to grab that link for you guys. And that way, if you need to order this, you can just go to this link. This is the Amazon link. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so after talking, then that's dry. Okay, so now, see what I mean? Now it has black eyes and a nose. Perfect. I actually did that same exact thing when I was doing my sample. I was like, wait a second. And I didn't remember this time because it's been 2 days now. Yep. Okay. Let's put all of our letters on there to spell out Happy Haunting. Make sure that we have them in the correct order here. Happy Haunting. Okay, perfect. Got my sponge. It's easy to do this. Just kind of tap it. You don't have to have it completely full. You just need to have enough to hold it. That's all. That's all. Just enough. Just enough. Whole thing doesn't have to have glue. Just enough. So, yay! So excited. Another one down for you guys. And there's some glue in the center. It will dry clear. So I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. I'm not going to sit there and try to get it out of there with a stylus or a Q-tip. That's not what I'm doing this morning. This morning I'm just getting her done. Get her done. And I'm going to show you how to glue them together. I will go in and I'll fix the bottom notch. Make it a little bit longer because I feel like it needs to be. But I'll show you how to do it if you don't. If you get one of the ones that's already been cut. It's already packaged up. So I have 3 of them already done. Okay. Let's wipe that off. Here's a paper towel. All right. Looks good. We'll let that sit for a minute and then it's going to go on the easel. So the easel goes together like this. So the easel for that. And you know what? I had time to move my ghost over. Wasn't completely lined up. The easel's like this, and it just slides together. So that little sign is just going to fit right on there. Okay, so that's for that. Now this part, make sure it's lined up. And I'm going to show you that this little tab on his feet is really small. So it's not going to go in and him stand up and stay there. It's going to be a little wobbly. So what I'm going to do, it's not that wobbly, but I'm going to put some glue on it, and then I'm also going to use my hot glue gun. So I'm going to get my hot glue gun up here, and I will reinforce the back, and that will help hold it in place. Okay, so but it's going to have to sit there for a second. So I'm going to have to hold it for a minute. Okay, till it cools down. All right, so let's get him in place. Let's get Frankenstein in there. I know they're not always designed the way that I would do it, and then I didn't catch it until I glued it together. Until I already had some cut out. So I'm not gonna throw them away, but I'm gonna show you how to fix it. So just get it in there. Get your glue. See how it's wobbly? All right. I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm going to glue behind on his feet. And I'm just going to hold it in place and make sure it's not moving. My phone. More messages. Hi, I found your Shopify site and you have some nice stuff. I can help you with blah blah blah. I would never do that. Don't ever fall for that. If you have a Shopify website, do not get one of those people to help you. They only want to get in there and get your money. You will regret it. Okay, a little bit of glue. This one goes right here. I'm just going to slide it in place and put it up. Okay, and make sure that, is it down in the notch? Okay, and then I'm going to have to support Frankie. Okay, so oops, my cord is not quite long enough. Let me shut my drawer and put my cord up. So I'm just kind of holding it in place as it dries, as it cools, you know, the glue. Okay, because it's tall and it will be a little bit wobbly. So just hold that. Just hold it. You can put something there to hold it. Sometimes I'll put something there to hold it in place. Like I'll stack stuff. Like I'll stack up some paint to hold it until it sets up. Yep. Sometimes I just do that. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny what we do, right? Okay. And it'll probably fall as I go to put her in. Okay, so that's, now I'm going to put glue here for her and put her in place, and then I'll put glue at the base. Yeah, it's just because they're tall and the notch there isn't quite as long as I would like it to be. That's all. So it just has to cool for a second. So I'm really not gonna move it. Well, I might turn it around for you guys so you can see, and then I'll just continue to hold it. So let me do that. Okay, so Frankie's dry. The centerpiece is not dry, not yet. I can put this back here to hold it, and I'll be able to show you guys. Okay, so that's going to go right there to hold that in place. And I need to make sure that it's upright. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? There we go. Stay. All right. Okay, and then this is ready to go into its little thing, and I'll pop up to you guys, and I'll probably add just a little bit more glue to it. All right, let me just do this. Darlene, does that make sense to you that you might have to do that? I always reinforce the back, and I want to make sure that they're straight up and down, and they are. So I'm just, so there we go. All right. Sometimes you just need a little help from your glue gun. Yeah. All right, and then I'm going to put the lid on this. Get this glue over here out of the way. What size is that ghost? You're thinking it might be bigger, but you might be misjudging. Oh, this sign is, let me get a sheet of paper. It's about 7 inches tall. Yeah, it's about 7 inches tall. Yeah, I know. It looks like it's really tall. They're about 8 inches tall. Maybe longer. Let's see. So yeah, they're about 9 inches. This one's 9 inches. These are 8 inches. But there we go. And they're just drying. Not drying, but cooling. The glue is all setting up. And I'm actually gonna put another little row of glue to help support it. And there we go, guys. We're done. We are done. I love them. I think they're so cute. It's so much fun to make stuff and go, oh my gosh, I made that. Oh my goodness, I made that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just putting an extra layer there. I never worry about it being on the back. People don't care. People don't care what it looks like back there. All right. Yeah, there's one person that creates her files and she doesn't make the tabs long enough. That's this person. Yeah, she doesn't think about it, I guess. I love it too. Thank you, guys. All right, I am going to go and wash up all those paintbrushes, get my mess cleaned up, and get on with my day. Thank you for being here. We have 2 more sessions of maybe I can do it all in one. I have the truck, I have the insert that's the ghost, and then the little sign. I might be able to do it all in one. It just will be like a little bit longer. Maybe I can pre-paint some of it. There you go. That's a concept. I'll pre-paint it. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. It is Tuesday. Feels like a Monday. Yep. I got my glue gun unplugged. Thank you so much because I always need that reminder.